Hello and good morning to you all. Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for being here. Mike, Mendy, Twain, Core, Johnny, Jason, John, welcome. Thank you guys for being here for the start of another journey. We are on the Wildgrowth server today. Let's just start taking quests. Let's get going.
You need something?
Hope you guys are all doing well on this marvelous Wednesday.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you. Go with honor, friend.
How are you? Safe travels.
Ah yes, the 30-second seal. I forgot. That's gonna be fun.
Hello.
Johnny, your computer died? Oh no.
See you later.
What happened to it? Don't blame your wife. I mean, you obviously know what your Christmas gift to yourself is about to be. If you have a dead computer, like, the gift you're getting for yourself is obvious. Buffalo Bill, 18 months, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Alright, let's start swinging away at some of the wolves here. I'll try to keep my Seal of Righteousness going, but no promises. No. Your kids were running around and they yanked the power cord out? It sounds like you blew a capacitor. Yeah, if it well, either that or you like blew up your power supply. It might not be completely dead. You should check the motherboard, look at the capacitors and see if any of the caps are blown. And if none of the caps are blown, I mean, maybe like a part of it's salvageable. Maybe you need like a new power supply. Unless it then caught on fire and then melted to the ground. If it did that, then you're probably screwed. Agent Dad, welcome back, man. I hope you're recovering well from that. I hope you're in good recovery. Johnny, it melted. Oh, well, there's not really much you can do about that. Sorry to hear that, man. Obviously, though, it's time to upgrade. You just have to look at the silver lining. Now you're going to get a new computer. It's going to be better than your old computer. And then you need to get one of those, like, circular baby gates, like, to put around your computer. Like a no kid, instead of keeping, like, kids in, you'll use it to keep kids out. Like a no kid space. Like the Cone of Silence, but of baby gates. Hey, Agent Dad, that's incredible, man. That's really incredible. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, Johnny, I'd say move away from them. You never needed those kids anyway. They've been nothing but a distraction. And then they never saw him again. You're not going to miss him out there. Sven, that's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying the mage. Yeah, I'm going to continue that one. I'm having a lot of good times on the mage too. Like, it's nice for me to be able to hear somebody else read me the quest. After spending years like reading the quest to you guys, I realized like how little I actually absorbed of any of the quest. It's like apparently like reading well and listening are not things that I can do at the same time. Like I can't read it well and actually absorb it. So it's been really cool. Yeah, Bodo. Yeah, we're on Wildgrowth. I mean, most of my characters are over on Lone Wolf, but this is like a backup character. In case like leveling up alts on Lone Wolf becomes impossible. Like I plan to get my priest to max, like to cap to 40, whatever, and like hopefully like beat the madness in Stranglethorn Vale. But in case it becomes impossible to level alts, I thought maybe I should have a couple characters over here. I really should do Horde side, but I can't really find a class race combination on the Horde that I like. So here we're on Alliance again. This is Sod, yeah. This is Sod. Yeah, this is Season of Discovery. We're on the Wildgrowth server. Yep. I'm playing hardcore and immersive series in a recorded series. But this is Sod. He checks his title to make sure it's correct. Yes, yeah, I have it right. Okay, cool. Had me worried there. Yeah, the roadmap. Oh, the roadmap is juicy. In a little bit, we'll talk about the roadmap. I'll pull up the roadmap and we'll talk about it. I'm sure most of you guys have seen it and delved it, but we can pull it up and take a look at the roadmap, and maybe we can glean some dates, speculate on some things. Everyone likes a good speculation. How am I liking Sod? I'm liking it. I mean, I'm still playing it, so I've got a warrior to cap, I've got a priest to cap, and this will be like maybe the third character to cap. So
See you around.
I'm liking it enough to keep playing it. It's not at all what I thought it was going to be like when they first announced it.
See you later.
But that's okay. Like, how many more characters will it hold my interest through? That I don't really know. Horde forever. Yeah, one day I'll find a Horde class that I like. It's like the race class combo thing. I can't really find one. You know what I really liked was my my Forsaken Priest, but we just did a priest, so that's off the table.
See you around.
When is Pandaria coming out? Soon. Yeah. Pretty soon we'll start getting classic launches like every 6 months. Pretty soon. They're gonna probably just fire through all the content. Pretty soon we'll be playing a Shadowlands Classic. A matter of 2 years. In 2 years, we'll be playing classic Shadowlands. I bet like if we I thought about this the other day because I kind of hate all the storytelling in Dragonflight. Like all the storytelling is really lame and like boring to me. And I thought to myself, I bet if I go back and I play Shadowlands, I bet the storytelling and the feel of the game was more Warcraft in Shadowlands than it was in Dragonflight. That's a thought I had the other day. Like, it's gonna turn out that, like, Shadowlands wasn't that bad compared to everything that comes after it. Eventually, I'm gonna do a Shadowlands time walking campaign. And with our Dragonflight experiences, we're gonna probably see like just how not bad Shadowlands questing actually was. When is classic Dragonflight? 2 years next summer. Yeah, 2 summers from now. We'll play classic Dragonflight. Eventually they'll learn how to do progression servers. Like eventually, like once they release every single version of the game again, and once they have split the game into 17 different game types, then they'll figure out how to do progression servers. You know, they're, oh, so we can have a server that opens up in vanilla era, and then it just quickly progresses, and then we do a restart, and then we, you know, they can have like rolling restart progression servers, because that's basically where we're going anyway. What's the Season of Discovery? That's a good question. I'm not qualified to answer it. But I would recommend heading over to Wowhead, and they have some pretty good comprehensive articles generalizing the season. It's a season of discovery, okay? So what you're going to find is that your class is a little bit different. They have a level 25 raid. BFD is now a level 25 raid for 10 people. There's a big, like, useless PvP event in Ashenvale that people don't really seem to like very much. And the level cap is 25 right now. Yeah, class changes, a raid, PvP, level cap. That's about it. I guess I am qualified. I noticed something today, and maybe you guys noticed it too. Questy is now tracking the discoveries. They are now a lot, maybe not all of them, but I noticed I was playing hardcore today, recording on my human mage, and I noticed some things on my map that were never marked before, and I realized that they were discoveries. Now, Questy said they would not add any of the discoveries until Phase 2 had opened up. They fucking lied. They fucking lied right through their mother teeth. Right to us. Right to our digital faces. They fucking lied. They said they wouldn't add any till Phase 2, and oh, they added them. And they'd probably be like, well, people really wanted it. It seemed like the community as a whole, after understanding the season, they just really wanted it as a resource, and we thought all we could do is provide what the people want. But yeah, for the record, they lied, like flat out. They said a thing and it was not true. They said we will not add any to protect the integrity of the season and all that it stands for. Under God, indivisible, we will not add the locations of the discoveries until Phase 2. And then they just did it. They just did it anyway. And like ultimately, like I'm okay with it, because it was not a season of exploration. That's what it wasn't. That's what I thought it was going to be. When I didn't want Questy to track the discoveries, I thought that's because it was going to be a season of discovering more things than simply the 12 runes that your character has. Like I thought we'd be finding all kinds of cool stuff, you know. So that's when I didn't want them to track it. But yeah, now I'm kind of happy that they're tracking it. At the same time, it sucks when like people just flat out lie. Very publicly. Level 3. I guess I could go back and see what I don't remember what we learned at level 2, but I'm kind of hoping it's judgment. Kind of hoping I can get like another button to push. Cassidy says, so you don't like Season of Discovery? I don't think I said that. Please don't put words in my mouth.
Light be with you.
No, I just explained what the season wasn't compared to what I thought it was. You're very presumptuous. I said it wasn't a season of exploration.
Or the Alliance.
It's a season of find your 12 abilities. That can be true, and I can still enjoy myself. And in fact, if I wasn't enjoying myself, I wouldn't be here. I'd be playing hardcore instead.
Greetings. Be careful, or the Alliance. Go with honor, friend. If you need help, light bless you.
This person is clearly trying to make some discoveries of their own. You just got here? You just got here to the land of saying what you mean? Having the time to type it out and then read it to yourself before you press enter? Oh, well, okay. You just got here to the land of forethought. Gotcha.
Be careful. Go with honor, friend. Or the Alliance. What can I do for you? Light bless you.
What's my favorite class? In SOD, I don't have one yet. Yeah. My favorite class used to be Warrior, and then in SOD, the Warrior kind of sucks. So I don't really know. I'll have to play more classes to really know. Like, historically, the warrior's been my favorite. But Sod kind of ruined the arms warrior for me. It wasn't as fun as it is in regular classic. Amy, I'm cracking you up today. I think my humor was like a little bit lost though. Like, dude probably just thinks I'm like super triggered. But I'm glad that you're having a good time out there. Let's do hardcore Sod. Oh fuck, let's nod and say we did. 20% harder mobs, like 20% harder hitting, 20% more HP. Yeah, I mean, it could be okay. How's the music? Let's crank it up a little bit. What am I doing here? I'm killing workers. It's the season of not paying attention to what you're doing. Because you don't have to. Have you guys all looked at the roadmap, or have some of you guys not seen the new roadmap yet? I kind of want to pull the roadmap up and talk about it, but we kind of just started leveling the characters, so I don't want to come to a dead stop and then talk about the roadmap for 20 minutes, but at the same time, I kind of do want to do that. I kind of do want to do that. Maybe we'll do it in a little bit. I think I have it up somewhere. Ooh, I have it open in Microsoft Edge. Ugh, that's gross. It must have been where the link took me. It's gross. Maybe we'll finish off Northshire. We'll finish off Northshire Abbey, and then I will indulge myself, and we could talk about the roadmap a little bit. But let's at least get to like level 5 or 6. That way, I can say that I made some progress today on this character. Shane says he saw it. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I kind of want to like talk about potential dates, because like, you know, they block off like a big chunk, like somewhere between the middle of this season and the middle of this season it'll release, and it's like, okay, that's a huge. You're talking about 3 months, like a 3-month window. So I'm wondering if we can like narrow it down a little bit. There's also a couple of pieces of information on the roadmap that are like interesting to know, like how they're gonna handle releases and stuff like that. I didn't know any of it, Shane. Most of you guys, keep in mind, most of you guys are much more keyed in than I am, because like I don't watch any World of Warcraft content. Like after playing the game all day, like I don't even watch Bellular anymore. I don't watch anything, and I don't read. When I read, it's from a book, so I don't do a lot of reading on Wowhead. So you guys probably know everything. Yeah, you guys probably know everything because you're probably like super keyed in, like some of you. But like I don't know anything. Like I saw the roadmap and I was like, oh. Like I was surprised by a lot of it, because I don't know, and I like not knowing. I like waiting for the official roadmap. I mean, obviously I could watch 17 Bellular videos a day, and then I would know like more of what was going on. I just don't want to do that. And even if the roadmap is lame, we could talk about that too. Yeah, even if you hate the roadmap, which you seem to. And by the way, Shane, the roadmap called, and it wants to know why you hate it. But yeah, so even if you do hate the roadmap, like we can talk about that too. We could talk about why it's so fucking lame, if you feel that way. Aren't I supposed to have my first rune at level 2? Like, what am I waiting for here? It's funny that like Questy is not marking my rune for my pally, even though earlier it was marking a bunch of runes. Let's see. Oh no, here we go. Relics of the Light. Librum of Judgment. Defias Thugs. Okay, so I'm gonna get it whenever I go over there.
Be careful.
To fight the Defias.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend. Light bless you.
Shane, just give in to the hype, man. Just give in. I can see you're very resistant to the hype. I understand.
Be careful.
Abo, you don't have that on your questy. You need to update questy. You need to update. Okay, so yeah, let's go. I kind of want to go get my rune right away. Like typically, I would go back into the mine and do that. Let's just do it like the normal way. I need to hit level 4 before I go over to fight the Defias. So let's just go into the mine and we'll hold off on killing the Defias thugs. Like, I will say the retail roadmap is really boring. Yeah, the retail roadmap is useless. The classic roadmap has some, like, information on it that's interesting to know about ahead of time. At least to me it was. Again, as someone who's not, like, super keyed into the goings-on. Yeah, one thing I came to see in the roadmap was that, like, and this is like not necessarily a good thing, but it is what it is. Blizzard definitely understands like how quickly hype rises and also how quickly hype dies. And they have definitely structured a very dense roadmap. And like it's almost like acknowledging that hype is like quick, fast, and burns out. Like building your like content releases around that concept kind of makes that problem worse. It definitely doesn't make the problem go away. But I think the problem is here to stay. Like, people get hyped for something, like, a lot, like, right when it comes out. And then, like, typically after a few months, like, people don't give a crap anymore. And they gravitate back to whatever they would be doing normally. And they've definitely designed a roadmap, like, around that very concept. That, like, people are gonna be excited for new thing. 3 months passes of new thing existing. No more excitement for thing. On to next new thing. Big hype for 3 months. Kinda lame. Move on to, like, so they kinda, that's like what they're doing with their content releases. Alex, hey, good afternoon, man. Welcome to the stream. It's the only way to keep people subbed? I mean, is it now? Are people that, like, lacking of any attention, like, or is the game more shallow? Because, like, you know, we're getting more content than we've ever gotten before, and people have stayed subbed for 20 years. Like, it's been 20 years of people being subbed, and they have never had a release schedule quite as dense as what they've had in the past couple of years, and as what they're gonna have in the future. Like, there was a time when there was just one version of WoW, and it had expansions every 2 years, and it had 2 or 3 patches if you were really lucky. And that was the content you got, and that managed to keep people subbed for 20 years, so I don't know. Maybe people are changing. Because now you're getting like 15 patch updates for retail. Every point whatever patch has content in it. You're getting new seasons all the time. You got your Cataclysm, you've got your Hardcore, you've got your Sod, you've got your Ruby Sanctum. Like, you just shit's being thrown at you. Like, they're like, what's gonna stick? Let's throw every piece of content we can at you, and we'll just stick you for as long as we can. It's like, it's a lot of content. It becomes kind of daunting, because, like, as someone who likes to play all versions of the game, I feel like I'm at the mercy of, like, riding that roller coaster of, like, releases. Like, I'm worried that I won't have a home. Because since I want to play all versions of the game, I have to keep riding the roller coaster of releases. I can never get off the roller coaster for any length of time and, like, go get a sandwich or something. I'm just stuck on the roller coaster, and my seat locked a little too high, and the gravity's pulling me downwards, and it's really uncomfortable. Like, that's what it feels like. That's what I imagine it's going to feel like. that it's working as intended, Shadow. They intend to stick me on a roller coaster where I'm slightly uneasy about the fact that I never seem to be able to find a home in the game anymore. I don't know if I like that. It's too many different like versions and too many different things to play. But yeah, apparently they just want to drag me along on this ride. Well, I will say so far it definitely still feels like a classic Pally. I'm hoping Crusader Strike will just instantly like change how it feels. I keep forgetting to keep my Seal of Righteous up, so that's a huge problem. I'll remember more once I can judge it. Once it has a bigger purpose, then I'll remember to put it back up. Yeah, Aaron, you'd think that. It seems like a good problem to have. Yeah, but that's not always the case. Yeah, you'd think like, wow, you got so much shit to do. It seems like a good problem to have. For me, it's not. Because for me, like, it kind of like means that I don't really ever get to settle in and like super focus on something, which I'd like to. Like, gone are the days when I could say like I had a main character. You know what I mean? I used to like know like, oh, well, this is my main. Like, whatever else I do in the game, this is my main, this is my raid character, whatever. When there's so many versions of the game, and they're all releasing new content back to back to back, I never get to settle in and say, okay, I'm going to do a lot of stuff in WoW, but like mainly my main character is my Ret Pally in Wrath. Like, I'm going to raid on that character, I'm going to progress raids there. Like, almost for me, like, it becomes like I don't know if I have time to progress like multiple games endgame. You know, and I don't know if I want to be chasing endgame in 3 different versions of the game, like depending on releases. It just seems like a lot to like never have a main focus. Maybe for some people it is good. Maybe some people have like just a bigger like width of like attention span, like a bigger funnel. Like my funnel ultimately is kind of narrow at the end. But what you miss on that, Twain, is that like having a main is part of my fun. Like part of my enjoyment of the game is having a character that's like my utmost focus, the character that I care about progressing content on. Like that is part of what is fun about WoW to me. You know, obviously there's always the journey, but also part of the fun is knowing like, well, when I'm talking about progression and like progression content, like here's where I'm going to focus. And now I have to have, like, if I want to have that, I have to have at least 3 mains. I have to have a main in the seasonal content, I have to have a main in Wrath of the Lich King, and I have to have a main in retail. Maybe the problem is that I like all versions of the game. Like, maybe a lot of people just decide that they don't like X version or Y version, and they just, like, settle on a couple. But unfortunately, like, I like all versions of the game. It makes it hard to be able to focus on anything. Alex, this is I thought I talked about this. Maybe you weren't there when I talked about this the other day. Yeah, I'm on Wildgrowth on this character. This is the backup character for alts. So, like, I'm going to take my priest to 40, and then to 50, and then to 60. The priest, since we're talking about mains, the priest is going to be my main for the season. However, I'm going to want to play alts. And what we talked about is, like, rolling alts on Lone Wolf, like, after a while, it's probably going to be pretty shitty. Because, you know, Stranglethorn is contested, South Shore is contested. After a while, like, alts are not going to be viable. So, I want to have a character on a PvE server so that when I want to roll an alt in the future, like, I can do that in a space where I'm not worried about getting ganked 100 times. So yeah, but yeah, that's it. It's just to have a backup place to go when Lone Wolf gets untenable. When I just can't enjoy playing characters on that server anymore. It's a place to go. If that happens, you know, which I kind of imagine that it might. Then again, like, once the journey to cap gets longer and longer and longer, maybe I won't care about alts. I won't, according to the roadmap, I won't have time to care about alts in seasonal content. According to the roadmap. So we'll see.
Greetings, Honor Friend, or the Alliance. Be careful. Go with honor, friend.
I need to get a one-hander and a shield. I would really like to go prot spec and find some of my tanking runes like as early as I can. That's what I would like to do. On Crusader Strike server, the ganking is real, I imagine. Yeah, I got ganked a handful of times even on the priest. You know, it wasn't too bad. I never got camped. And we've died on the way to the raid a couple times, which is good.
You need something? Have a good one.
All right, we'll finish a couple of these quests up, and then you know what? Let's just do this. Boop. All right, let's talk about the roadmaps. So a couple. We'll look at, you know, the one for retail is pretty boring. Like you know, like Shane said, it's like season, whatever. It's pretty boring. The important thing here is the big release for War Within, which is like, as you can see, somewhere between the end of summer and the middle of autumn. And then if you look down at Cataclysm launch is stated, I mean, you could read this anyway. I read it as it could be anywhere from the beginning of summer to the middle of summer. But then if you're up here, so you can safely assume that War Within will not release in the middle of summer, because Cataclysm is going to be out by the middle of summer, and they wouldn't want to overlap those. So you can like narrow this one down to like probably the beginning or middle of autumn. Like boom, there's your War Within. Like your War Within is like September 30th, October 20th, something like that. You know, before the holidays. Ideally, they would sneak it in before the holidays, right? And then, like back here, you know, we're gonna get, the cool thing is this. This was what I like that I didn't know about, is that with the pre-patch, they are giving us goblins and Worgen with the pre-patch, which is nice, because I want to play a Worgen. And now I you know, depending on how long the pre-patch is, which it looks like pre-patch could be middle of spring, towards the end of spring. So May, like summer starts on June 20th. So yeah, probably sometime in May we can expect the pre-patch for Cataclysm Classic. Where will we be at in the Season of Discovery by then? Well, we'll have just hit level 50. And like, here's where it gets like iffy. Like, you hope that they do this so that, you know, you can hit 50, you have some time to do the raid, and then the pre-patch for Cata comes out. That would be ideal. if we got like the 50 band opened up early in the spring. This is mid-spring, but I like, maybe we push this back a little bit into early spring. I don't know. And then that way we have time to get to 50, to do the raid, which is probably going to be what? It's probably going to be the maybe the Karazhan Crypts? No, are they going to do that for 60, or is this going to be Scarlet Monastery? I guess this would be Scarlet Monastery, since level 40 is confirmed Nomergon, by the way. That's also an interesting point here, is that we have confirmed the Nomergon raid. Yeah. So that's cool. And then, like, the thing nobody cares about, oh, Ruby Sanctum. Ruby Sanctum, launching on January 11th for the 7 people who care. So yeah, that's the sad part. It's the last time we'll see Wrath of the Lich King on a roadmap, so that's over. And then obviously, you know, I worked backwards because I like to do things in complete opposite of logic. But then we're continuing to go backwards. You know, we have Phase 2 opening up mid-winter. So, and I had said that I would like Phase 2 to open up like the first week of February. So like this is like pretty good, pretty on track for the first week of February. So I'm hoping that that's when we get the level 40. This I don't care about. This is what's great. Is like right here I have a lot of time to like focus on the season. Because I don't care about self-found. It's not a new server. They're not doing like a self-found server fresh restart. That would probably interest people. Like if it was a solo found server like fresh start, like that might interest me a little bit, but it's not that. It's self-found support, which tells me it's almost like an add-on like feature, where you're playing on the existing hardcore servers. There's no restart, but you have certain restrictions, and so that's not interesting to me at all. Like if it was a self-found server like fresh start, then I would have some interest in that. You know, I don't typically love self-found, but this is not solo self-found, so it could still be good. But yeah, this I have no interest in the way they're doing it, and I don't know that a lot of people will. We'll have to see. Like, how interested are you guys in self-found? Here, let's take it to the polls. Everyone loves a good poll. Are you interested? It's self-found official hardcore. Boom, we'll leave that up for a minute. Because yeah, like it doesn't really interest me, especially not being a fresh start. And also pointing out that like there's new runes, okay? Like we kind of assumed there would be new runes because it'd be really weird to find all the new stuff in the first 25 levels. But yeah, confirmed new runes at each rank, even at level 60. Even at level 60, you're going to have some new abilities. Like that's, I don't know, because I hope it's not 12. Like, I hope it's not 12 per level band. That's going to be way too many abilities to have. Like, it's going to be a shit show at that point. How about, like, 4 new runes, 3 new runes, 2 new runes, the end. Like, 4, 3, 2, something like that. And then endgame activities. Endgame activities. What you might ask would be an endgame activity? Because over here they say raid. And over here they say raid. Over here they say new PvP event, but way over here it says endgame activities. What is that going to be? What's that going to be? What is an endgame activity? 36 runes total? Yeah, it's too many already. That's where Classic Plus starts? Maybe. Endgame activity, they could finish the Azara PvP event, but then why not say like new PvP event? You know what I mean? What I'm worried about is like, oh my god, are they gonna put like World Quest in? Are they gonna try to put in some like solo player endgame activities like World Questing? Please God, don't do it. And that's where Classic Plus starts. Classic Plus is just classic with World Quest. Oh yeah, that's what they don't talk about. They don't mention the fact that they're going to open up more slots for the runes. So it's not just new runes. They should be opening up new slots to put those runes on. And they don't really mention that, but I think it's implied. I don't think they'll do Classic Plus stuff in a season though. Yeah, I don't see them doing it. I think that the season is a test bed for Classic Plus, but I don't think that any content they make for this season is gonna be like evergreen Classic Plus content. So that's why I joked around and said the World Quest, because World Quest would be something they can drop in really easily. World Quest would not require like a lot of development time, and then with the World Quest you can award like solo players like end game level gear. So that's why my mind immediately went to World Quest, because it doesn't say PvP, it doesn't say raid, it doesn't say new zones, it doesn't say revamped zones, it says endgame activities. So it's like a World Quest or an island expedition or a war front. Like there's only so many like different things they could do. They could do like a mage tower type thing. That would be cool. They could do a Torghast type thing. Something like that. Fancy dailies, otherwise known as World Quest. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I worry about. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then you know we got the patches for Cataclysm, apparently just coming back to back, and then like, yeah, and then endgame content updates, right? Like, so it's the same, but it's different. Endgame activities, endgame content up. So this could mean like maybe a raid, maybe PvP. You know, that's kind of like a catch-all for raid or PvP. But yeah, there it is. There's the classic roadmap. It's going to be a lot of bouncing around. You know, it looks like we'll probably be focusing on the season for a while. You know, because we got the 40 level band, and then we have the classic Cataclysm beta. Like, I don't know how much I'm gonna play in the beta. I will check it out for a little bit. Maybe I'll do the Worgen and I'll do the new starting zones: Worgen, Goblin, and then the Trolls. The Trolls got a revamped starting experience in Cata. Maybe I'll do that in the beta. Like, I don't really want to be an unpaid tester for them, so. The real question is, like, will the hype for Season of Discovery last until the middle of spring? Even with the new level bands. Like, will people still care by the middle of spring? Or will they be back up here? Look at this. They said no pirates for the expansion, but like this is clearly pirate symbol. Like, I don't know what this is. I'm more curious about this than like anything else. Because they said no pirates. Looks like pirates to me. I wonder, it would be really funny if they had planned to have pirates as part of the next expansion, and then they saw the public outcry, and they had to scrap it. Like, nope, we're not doing the pirate expansion. We'll save that for 12.0. People hate it. We'll wait till it comes back around again. And then they take all that pirate content and they use some of it for this 10.2.6. The pirate patch. I just need to know what that is about. I just need to know. And they don't give you any information about it. But I apparently I will find out sometime between the end of winter and the middle of spring. So sometime right in there. But yeah, that's it. I'm not really interested. Like, yeah, of course, like I will play War Within, obviously. I hope to get into the beta. Like, I'm not gonna get into the alpha. So that's it. Back to our regularly scheduled program. I need Crusader Strike. I need a button to push. Are these the guys? I think these are the guys. Yeah, Defias Thugs. Now, I don't have the quest, but that hasn't stopped the item from dropping in the past. Unless that was a bug in the past and they fixed it. Johnny, you're off to Costco, man. Thank you so much for the $10 super. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you. I hope that you come out of there alive. You need to go computer shopping, though, my man. I hope that computer shopping is in your future. I almost wish you to put that $10 towards your new computer. Because you need it. You deserve it. You could probably get laptops at Costco. I'm sure of it. I know you can get big TVs. I said at Costco everything's bigger, so instead of getting like a normal size laptop, you would get like a 27-inch laptop. $45-inch laptop. Because at Costco everything is bigger. See, there are laptops there. Yes, look at the biggest one. And then I want to know how many inches it is. Context, laptops. I need to know what the biggest laptop Costco has is. I'm getting a suspicion this item is not going to drop unless I have the quest. Which kind of sucks. There you go, someone had to do it. I'll allow it. It's all coming back to me. The auto attack class. It's all coming back to me. It's gonna feel weird when I have a button to push. That's gonna be really strange. Interestingly, you guys seem fairly evenly split on whether or not you'd be interested in self-found official hardcore. It seems like more of you would not be interested, but it's a pretty even split. Like most things here, you guys are pretty even. The biggest laptops they have are 17.3 inches. That doesn't seem big enough. No, I don't think that's right. We need to call their president. They need to get up to like at least 32-inch laptops. Like a kind of like a two-seater, you know? Yeah, I don't know if hardcore does bounce back. That's the problem. I don't know if it does bounce back. Because there's nothing... The problem is that the roadmap is full of new. The roadmap is full of new. There's every 3 months there's something new, and there isn't any new for hardcore. And so I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it comes back when people get bored of like the end of the SOD season. Like maybe between level bans, people get bored of SOD and they go back to hardcore. It hasn't happened yet. For all of like the outcry to have phase 2 like as soon as possible, like hardcore has not picked back up yet. Not according to like the server populations. It's not dead like by any stretch of the imagination. It's not dead. But it hasn't like, I don't think it's ever gonna pop off again. I think that where it's at now, where it's like a medium populated server, is like probably where it's gonna stay from now on. I don't see it ever like having hype like it did for a while. And even the official hardcore hype, I almost feel like wasn't as hype as it got when we were on Bloodsail Buccaneers and Hydraxian War. I feel like the hype for hardcore peaked back on those servers. Even though I came to hate the self-found aspect of Bloodsail Buccaneers because, you know, my level 47 Paladin could not progress because he had no gear. Even though I came to hate it, I do say, like, I feel like I had some of the best times, like, on those old servers. They definitely always felt, like, more alive because there wasn't, like, layering. There wasn't layering the way there came to be layering on the official hardcore servers. So like it always felt like every time you re-rolled on Defias Pillagers, it looked like a launch night. Like every single time you re-rolled, it looked like a launch night because everyone was on the same layer. So yeah, I'll never forget that. Alex said, can't play hardcore with SOD skills. Tried 2 days ago and died to kobolds at level 7, which I never did before. Yeah, my mage is still alive, and I hit level 10 on my mage today, and I'm like, I'm really surprised. I took on the leper gnomes and some other stuff that people will not be happy that I did. Because yeah, I don't quite have the hardcore mentality, I've just somehow managed to not die yet. So, we'll see how that continues to go. It's why I didn't get back on the hunter at all. Is like I don't want my hunter to die, but I'm not I'm rusty with the class, and B, like I'm rusty with hardcore in general. So I need to like regrow my instincts for it. The problem is if I play SOD and I play hardcore, I'm probably not gonna get all my hardcore habits back. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get all my hardcore habits back. Not ever fully. Not as much as like when it was the only thing that I did. And then I've also found that like, and this is why I haven't played a hunter yet in SOD. Is it like I don't want to play a class in hardcore that I'm playing in SOD because I know it's gonna feel weird. I know. Ooh, nice. Very lucky, especially because again we're on Wildgrowth, so I have no resources here. I have no bags. I have no friends. I have no gold. So this is a huge find. I completely lost my train of thought, but that's okay. It'll come back to me. No, maybe it won't come back to me. Roll the tape back. What the heck was I talking about before that awesome bag dropped? The classes, yeah, like I don't want to play on a hardcore class that I've played in SOD. I worry that one of them would seem very unfulfilling. Like, you know what I mean? Like it kind of sucks because like it's like I can't play a human, I can't play a priest in hardcore like probably ever again. You know, I don't know. I could probably do the warrior because the SOD warrior sucked. So like the classic warrior is still better. But yeah, I have weird feelings about like the classes now that we played SOD. But the funny thing is, like, there are, like, the shaman and the warrior, I really disliked in SOD. Like, I couldn't even continue the shaman because it was something about it. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. And I've thoroughly enjoyed shaman in hardcore. I remember the first character that I ever did in hardcore, back on Bloodstone Buccaneers, was an orc shaman, and I had a blast on that character. But I really was having just a boring time on Season of Discovery with it. Same thing with the warrior. Like, I love the warrior in Classic. It's been so boring in SOD. Dira, all of your money. Yeah, they want. It's not even like it's just a fixed amount you have to pay. They want all of it. You make the check out to Blizzard Entertainment. Actually, make it out to Microsoft. Yeah, Shane, exactly. Just set your direct deposit up. They put all of your paycheck right into Blizzard's bank account, and then they'll let you play whatever version of the game you want. They might even let you into betas. I don't know. Must have more yachts. Yeah, like how many yachts do you need? A yacht for every season, I always say. Yeah, a yacht for every season and for every hemisphere. You know, because you don't travel. You want to have one like in each hemisphere for every season. So like 4 times hemispheres. That's how many yachts you need. One for every season and hemisphere of the planet. Obviously. And if you don't achieve that in your lifetime, then your life has been a failure. You've accomplished nothing of value. We say goodbye to Bobby very soon. Yeah, but he'll always live within us, you know, deep down where he injected the poison. He'll always be a part of us, you could say. And he'll keep his pound of flesh too. Like, he won't forget us. I'm still killing these guys, and the only reason I'm killing them, like, mindlessly, is because I keep seeing objectives in Questy. I'm like, oh, I still got stuff to get here. It's like, no, it's prompting me for my rune, which I am pretty sure I cannot get. That being said, if I kill more of these guys, maybe they'll drop another bag. I could really use some bags. Oh look, oh it did drop the Libram. All I had to do was like talk crap about it and then check my inventory. Let's equip this. Learn a new ability after unleashing I have to go back and get judgment. I can't unleash my seals properly. My seals are all pent up and unable to be released. So we need to go get judgment. Robert, as soon as you do that, I'm gonna find like 5 bags, though. That's the problem. As soon as you make me some bags and put them in the mail, I'm gonna find like 6 bags in a row. I like the colorful bags. I like seeing like what color I'm gonna get. It's like one of the most exciting things of early game is like, am I gonna get a bag? How many and what color are they gonna be? And when you make them on a tailor, they're all the same color. Take some of the excitement out of it, you know.
How are you? Safe travels.
Alright, I'm gonna grab a one-hander here because I do want to get a shield. So let's grab that.
See you later. Safe travels.
Let's see if maybe we can pick up a shield from one of these guys. Armor and shield crafter.
I supply only
Seems
the
likely. This is 2 to 4. This is 3 to 6. Let's grab a large round shield. Maybe I should just grab the cheaper one. I feel like as soon as I do this, like one's gonna drop, you know. Alex says you get a shield when you go to Goldshire, though. Fair enough, thank you.
For the Alliance.
Yep, I had a feeling like as soon as I bought one, someone would be like, "You get one from a quest? What are you doing? You've played the game for 20 years." Yeah, thank you. I need to find my... No, that's Millie. I need to go to my trainer. And I need to judge some stuff.
Greetings.
We're about to get very judgy. Very, very judgy.
Light bless you.
Somebody is inviting me to a group. State your purpose. State your purpose. Jazray, thanks for being here. What's the difference between self-found and official hardcore? Self-found implies that you don't use the auction house and you don't trade with other people. Whereas like official hardcore right now... Taewin, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah? Thank you. That's awesome. I'll take it. I appreciate it. Whereas official hardcore right now is it's not self-found. So you can use the auction house, you can trade with other players, you can send stuff to your bank alts. But self-found implies that you only equip the gear that you find in the world or that you get from quests, not from other people. Alright, so let's put Judgment out on the bar. I probably could do something like this. Nope, there we go. Let's put that here. And let's go judge stuff. We could probably just judge like the wolves over here if we really want to just get this done. I don't know if they have to reward XP. Oh, these are still green anyway. So we have to do this 10 times. Do I not want to use the bags? No, I will. I'll use them. I just haven't yet. I get easily distracted. And a lot of times I don't follow through with things. When my bags got full, then I would remember I have to go in and actually equip the bags. Yeah. It would occur to me soon if you hadn't said anything. Like, soon it would occur to me. I'd be like, oh yes, equipping the bags. Equipping the bags would be good. You'll notice that I still haven't done it yet. Yeah, I talked about the other day how, like, while I'm streaming, like, my IQ drops substantially, and I'm not very smart to begin with. But when I'm splitting my attention, like, my mind is already, like, splitting my attention in, like, 17 different ways, like, all on its own, because I don't pay attention well. But then when I'm streaming, and we're chatting, and I'm also playing the game, like, my IQ drops even more. Like, it just, like, plummets, and that also affects my ability to, like, pay attention to anything. Which is fine, it's worth it, because I like hanging out with you guys. But it is a phenomenon that happens. I think that, like, some people are very good at, like, at multitasking, and, like, my brain is, like, so distracted on its own that it's not good at multitasking. So, like, especially while I'm streaming, but even in recorded stuff, I will often forget to do, like, basic things. A lot of times what happens is I'll say I'm going to do it, or I'll think I'm going to do it, and my brain will check the box that says, oh, you did it. Oh, you did thing. Good job. But I haven't done thing. I just said thing or thought thing. But sometimes my brain doesn't, like, distinguish between that. Did I complete it? I did. I think I did enough. You've done enough. Now we have to click it. Okay. Okay, and then we have to equip it. I don't have gloves. That's a huge issue. But thankfully we can fix it pretty easily. We're probably gonna get a pair of gloves from the quest, right? Yeah, they're gonna give us gloves. Okay.
Well met. Be careful. Light bless you.
Alright, here we go.
Need help?
I am pretty excited to have a Crusader Strike in Classic Era. I hope it feels cool. And then, like, I also should be looking up where I'm gonna get my tanking runes. Like, I want Avenging Shield, or Avenger Shield, whatever it's called. The one that bounces around. And then I guess I need the Taunt? And there's probably more. There's probably, like, other tanking runes that I need. But, like, primarily, I just want to get the tanking runes. I do not plan to DPS on this character. As soon as I can, I want to go sword and board, or, like, mace and board, whatever. One-hander and shield, for the most part. And I want to go, like, you know, protection. Which doesn't mean that I won't spend points elsewhere, but I want to, like, spec around planning to tank.
Have a good one. See you later.
Alright, let's see it. Okay, yeah, it has like basically no animation, which is perfect for Classic Era. It has there's a subtle animation. Yeah, it's like just like a strike, right? It's not like a big holy attack, kind of the way it is in retail. I appreciate it that it has a very subtle effect, that it actually like fits in. Penance is such a cool spell. It's like it's almost too cool for Classic Era. Like it's right on the verge of like looking too good to feel like classic. Like Penance, it skirts the line. I feel like, you know, with Crusader Strike, like, I don't even really have to judge very much. Whereas, like, previous to now, a lot of my DPS would have came from judging. I feel like I don't even really have to do that very much. Like, I chunk them for half their HP. and we can auto attack them down. And then like when the seal's about to run out, like yeah, then maybe I can judge it. But I don't think I have to judge it every time, just for damage, you know. All right, I'll equip the bags now. Okay, I'll use the bags. Thank you again. There we go. Oh, and also thank you for the gear. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll take gifts on this character. I did the first warrior without taking anything from anybody, you know. Got to level cap, had a miserable time. So I'll take gifts. You get mana back. I guess I should read the ability, right? I just assumed it was, you know, not giving me mana. Instant strike that causes 75% weapon damage and regenerates 2% of your max mana. That's awesome. So are you telling me that I might not have to drink on this character? Is that what you're telling me? Now that I'm not judging constantly and refreshing my seal constantly, though, like I'm not actually using a lot of mana. Although, like maybe I will eventually. You know, maybe I should still judge like all the time just because I can. Like, I'm gonna be getting the mana back anyway. I might as well use more abilities. Do I like where these are at? Not really. Let's do this. This might be okay. Alex, you never had to drink in the early levels? I'm gonna purposely try to like burn as much mana as I can, and see if like, just by design, I don't ever need to drink. So I'm gonna keep judging and refreshing my seal and all that stuff. Because like normally, like in hardcore especially, I would just auto attack. Like I would purposefully not use mana, because I didn't need it really, you know, and I didn't want to have to sit and drink. But hey, if they have the mana regen like tuned to a point where I can just go ham on something and I don't have any downtime, I'll just do that. What I liked most about the priest was being able to go from pull to pull without having to get mana back, without having to eat, to drink, to bandage. Like I liked being able to go pull to pull. Would you guys say that they've kind of redesigned most classes so that they can go pull to pull, or are there still classes you guys are playing where you feel like you have downtime like every fight, every couple of fights? I'm curious if they like have intentionally tweaked most classes to just not really have downtime between combat. A lot of downtime with rogues still. Is that just because you get beat up pretty bad? You have to heal between fights? I almost played a rogue, so it's good to know. David, is this my second paladin? This is my only paladin in the Season of Discovery. Like, I've had a hardcore paladin that's died. I have a Wrath of the Lich King paladin. But this is my only Season of Discovery pally. Yeah, I thought about trying Hunter. The problem is I have a hardcore Hunter right now. And I'm worried that if I play the sod version of the hunter, that I'll start to hate my hardcore hunter or something like that. I'm worried about like how I'll feel about the classes if I'm playing like a sod class at the same time as like the same class on hardcore. That's why I didn't go with it, because I kind of want to do a melee hunter, but yeah. For some reason I was drawn to the Pally. I want to have a tank, so. Ideally, like, I would have a healer, a tank, a ranged DPS, and a melee DPS. Like, and the warrior is out of the roster. We've released the warrior. She's now a free agent. So, like, yeah, the priest will be my healer. This will be my tank character, even though she's over here on the Wildgrowth server. And then I need a ranged DPS and a melee DPS. I think the melee DPS will be a melee hunter. I looked at some of the hunter runes though, and some of them seem like a real pain in the butt to get. I don't find that part of the season exciting where I have to go find my abilities that I need. And so like I did look at some of the hunter runes and I was like, ugh, like these seem like a pain in the butt to get. Did I ding? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Nice. Nice. Alright, ooh, it's a nice, like, oval-sized one. I hate it when they're, like, tiny little bucklers, you know? They're, like, this tiny little, like, dinner plate. I like it when they actually resemble a shield. It's always nice. Do I have, like, any junk in my bags I could put on? No, not really. You'd think I'd have a pair of like leather or chain pants in here somewhere. Here's some leather. Oh, I'm in combat. Hello. Yeah, some Pally runes are also a pain in the ass to get, but like some of them I don't care about because I'm not collecting all my runes. I'm collecting the runes I need to do my job. And so I'm not gonna go after Divine Storm, which I know like Divine Storm is a huge pain. I'm just gonna be going after the tanking stuff. Because I do not care about completionism, I do not care, because eventually what's going to happen, like what happens with everything in WoW, is that one day you're going to wake up and they're going to be giving those runes to people for nothing. One day you're going to wake up and like all those runes that you spent like 5 hours farming elites in a group in Red Ridge to get, like all that shit is going to be handed to people later on. So like I'll wait to finish my runes up when they're just selling them on the vendor or when they're just giving them out for nothing. Or, you know, when I'm so high above the enemies that I need to get it from, I can just go back and wipe them all out myself. As opposed to having to find a group to farm elites with me. But I have a feeling they're just gonna like be giving them away when the level band opens up. Or you'll be getting them a lot easier. I could complete the quest, you know, like I could do that. I could just keep grinding on these guys. It's really all the same to me. For Avenger Shield I need to kill an elite. Yeah, like I don't have a choice, I have to get that one, so. But anything else, like I don't have to and I'm not going to. I'm only going to do the ones that I have to. And I'll probably grind them solo. Like I probably won't even bother finding a group. We'll see.
Hello. Safe travels. See you around. See you later.
I like my hardcore hunter a lot. But my hardcore hunter can't be a melee hunter. That's the attraction of SOD. Is like, I don't know if it necessarily makes the classes better, but it makes the classes different. Like, to me, that's really more like how I'm looking at it. Like, I don't think it makes classes better because, like, the warrior felt worse. Like, the warrior sucked in SOD, but I always have a blast when I play warrior in any other version. So, like, I don't think it makes anything better, but it's just different. Just different. I can train level 6 while I'm here.
What can I do for you?
Holy Light 2, Divine Protection 1, and Seal of... I'm not gonna use this at all. I'm not gonna waste my time doing like seal bending or anything like that, so like I'm not even gonna drag that out to my bar. I didn't use it at all on the hardcore Pally, and I never regretted it. I didn't use it at all, and I never looked back. We just became an auto attack machine, so I'm fine with it that way. And with Crusader Strike in the mix, like I'm not hurting for like another button to push anyway, so should be good. Alex, you didn't even train it till 25. Yeah, right. I probably should have just not even trained it. I should have saved the money. That would have been the smarter thing to do.
Hey there. See you around.
Let's take the belt.
Have a good one.
Yeah, the thing is, like, some specs in SOD, like, didn't get, like, classes got attention as a class, but, like, they didn't really give each spec the same attention in SOD. And I think that's, like, yeah, that's kind of, like, intentional. Like, for hunters, you know, the big thing is being able to be, you know, like a melee hunter. But they put some other runes in for some of the other, like, ways you could spec. But I feel like with each class, they had, like, a focus. Like, they had, like, a change they wanted to make. And then, like, for the other specs and other builds, like, they sprinkled some stuff in. But, like, the big focus was obviously on, like, the major changes. So, like, hunters being able to melee, mage healers, rogue tanks, warlock tanks. Like, that's where all, like, the big, really big, exciting stuff was at. And then they're like, yeah, you want to be a marksman hunter and shoot. Here's Lone Wolf. You remember Lone Wolf, don't you? You know, they did stuff like that. You know, like for like arcane mages, they're like, well, here you go, here's Arcane Blast. Like, you like Arcane Blast, don't you, kid? But the really interesting stuff was done like in only specific specs.
See you around.
And I wonder, here's the cool opportunity they have, is like, so like, yeah, like the focus for mages, obviously in the first phase is like, oh, they can heal, that's the big focus. But when they come out with the new runes for the next phase, they could shift that focus. And then they could choose to do some really cool stuff, like maybe you have a mage tank. Maybe you have an arcane mage tank. And that's the mage focus in like big change for the next phase. You know what I mean? Maybe you have a priest tank, like a cleric power word shield tank. And that's the focus for the priest for the next phase. That they have the opportunity to shift their focus from phase to phase to zero in on creating like new and interesting builds. So like you might be a warlock tank today, but you might be a melee DPS warlock at season 40 using a two-handed sword. You know, they have the opportunity to do stuff like that. Whether or not they will, like, or whether or not they'll get into the rut of simply balancing what they have. You know, they could go two ways. They could just get into the rut of balancing what they have done, or they could keep experimenting and trying cool shit. Like, I'd like them to try the cool shit, but we'll have to wait and see.
Light be with you. For the Alliance, light bless you. Be careful. Go with honor, friend.
What can I do for you? How are you? Safe travels. I supply only the finest goods. See you later.
Be sad dog, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Let's see, what do we need to do here? What are my professions gonna be? Oh man, I don't really want to do mining and blacksmithing. Can we do herbalism, alchemy? Is that even useful when it's not hardcore? I feel like it's like so much more useful in hardcore. And in normal versions of it, like having potions, like yeah, their potions are nice to have when you're questing, like yeah, it could keep you alive. Ultimately, who cares if you die, you do a spirit run, not a big deal. Especially as a class that has heal buttons, like I feel like there's less importance for me to have like healing pots all the time. You know, it could be at endgame we could make our own elixirs and stuff, that could be good. Maybe we can do herbalism alchemy. Ore sells for more than herbs right now. Yeah, mining is hard. You have to, I feel, you know, we did pretty good on the warrior, didn't we? Okay, it's only 150. Maybe I will. I just don't know if I want to do blacksmithing. Maybe I'll just do gathering professions. Maybe I'll do like skinning and mining. What do you guys think about like skinning and mining just to like make money? Maybe I could do that.
Hello.
Mining and engineering. I'd rather make money. Yeah, like engineering could have some cool things. Like for me, like I can make a headpiece.
Have a good one.
I can make the goggles, you know, like, but I can't use guns, you know. If I were a warrior, at least I could use the guns I equipped or I made to like pull stuff with, but yeah. Maybe I'll just do mining and leather and skinning and just collect. Engineering is BIS. I'm sure it is. Yeah, I can't. I'm leveling engineering on my hardcore hunter, like, and it's not easy for me to do it. And I've been trying to put time into it there to actually do it. I don't think I want to do engineering on 2 different characters. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do engineering. I think I'm gonna do skinning and mining, especially because this character is gonna be on their own. Like I think like other alts I'll probably leave on Lone Wolf. I just want this character here. In case playing on Lone Wolf becomes impossible or becomes very like dissatisfying in like future level bans, but I think like the rest of my characters I'll probably have on Lone Wolf. But this character's gonna need money, so yeah, I want to sell stuff. Let's do that. It's fun music. I should have grabbed skinning right away. It's like, why did I not grab skinning immediately? This is the part of the absent-mindedness I talked about. Where like in a recorded series, I probably would have thought, I should grab skinning before I leave town. Whereas here, I'm just like, boop, I'm out. No skinning. Just talked about skinning. Not gonna learn it. Now for mining, I'll hold off because mining we have to go all the way to Stormwind. But I can grab skinning right over here, like 10 feet away from town. It's because I'm alive. Yeah, exactly, Amy. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I forget stuff no matter what, so. That song has a very dark ending to it. You guys notice that? It had like a very like menacing end. For such an excited, like, happy song, like, it took a weird turn there at the end. Well, we'll probably hear it again, because I'll probably have to run back and forth through it 100 times. But yeah, it got really dark.
Need help?
And now I will buy a skinning knife. Yeah, I won't forget that. And then have to run back for that too. You know, it could be because like I've barely touched my coffee. How did you guys let this happen? Usually someone's telling me to drink. But like I have not touched my coffee really. It's full-ish and it's like kind of like lukewarm. Like I think I missed like the best stage of my coffee. Because apparently I just haven't been drinking a lot of it today. I'm gonna buy the mining pick now. I have the money and I'm just worried about forgetting it later. This way it's done, it's not an issue. Amy, food incoming soon? Awesome. It might be time for a break then, yeah. It seems like that would probably be a good time. Guys, I have food incoming soon, because my wife is awesome. And she somehow finds time in her actual workday to make me food. To make us food. She eats some of it too. But yeah, I'm going to take a break when that happens. So soonish. And there you go. There's the ETA. Incoming break. Listen. It has that menacing, like, undertone to it. Like a darkness. Oh, like a darkness has swallowed up the fair.
How are you?
You didn't make it today, Amy. You ordered out. You didn't have to admit that. The stream appreciates your honesty.
See you around.
She often does make, like, the most delicious bacon, egg, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches, though. Regardless of the fact that she didn't make today's lunch. Today's lunch is brought to us by Uber Eats or DoorDash or something. Which is good, too. Oh, there we go. Oh, I was muted. Good. I was talking to one of my lights because one of my lights was kind of on the fritz, and it was like kind of like strobing in my eye, and I almost didn't notice for a minute that it was a real thing that was happening. But that light had to go off, and it's not too much darker in here now. Just some deeper shadows. Gonna have to check out that light.
Hello. See you around.
You need something? Have a good one.
Get my buff? What buff are we talking about? Not this buff. Oh, she has might. She needs might, obviously. Like my Dark Moon buff? What do I need to get that? Or is that one just the dialogue options? For some reason I always think I need like a certain item to get the Dark Moon Fair buff. But now I recall that maybe one of them was just like picking dialogue choices. I should have done that. We'll get it eventually. Who are you? State your intentions in this group. Oh, you did. You sent me a whisper that I didn't see. Taffy, I appreciate it, man.
You need something? See you later. Safe travels. See you around.
Option 1 and option 1 for 10% damage. Okay. That's pretty easy. I'll probably be able to remember that by the next time I'm back there. Because yeah, that option 1 and then option 1 again. Pretty straightforward.
Light be with you. Farewell.
I feel like eventually, like, I probably am gonna have to play Horde side. Because I realize this is gonna be like my 17th time through Elwyn Forest in the past, like, couple months. So eventually, like, if I want to have more alts in the season, like, maybe I do need to have a couple of them on the Horde side. Because, you know, at least then it'd be like a little bit of a change of pace. Like, ultimately, I know the priest is going to be my main, so, like, I guess, like, whatever else I do doesn't really matter too much. I should probably be getting gear on my priest for today. For the raid. For the raid. Hey, guys, I'm gonna heal the raid with, like, only a couple of blues. I hope that's okay. Yeah, I got the staff, I got my chest piece, that's okay. I got my boots that I crafted. And I got one other thing. I hope I can, like, I probably have to get a couple more pieces before Saturday. Now that I think about it. Yeah, Rick, in Classic Era, everyone has to go to Elwyn Forest. That's the thing. It's like, I'm gonna do all the starting zones. Like, you just have to. If you want to stay ahead of the leveling curve and not struggle with, like, quests when you're in, like, your level 30s and 40s, like, you have to do all the starting zones, like, at some point in Classic Era. Like, you might not have to, like, you know, you might start somewhere else, but, like, yeah, we're gonna go do Dunmorrow. And we're gonna go do Darnassus, like the Teldrassil area. We're gonna do all that stuff because that's what gets us right at the cutting edge of the leveling curve. Like, if you were to try to just do like one starting zone and not zone hop at all, like it would just be it'd be rough. It'd be rough. I could start skinning stuff if I was like actually paying attention. Be a good idea. Nice, Taffy. I appreciate it, man. Some copper. I'm not gonna do any production. I'm gonna be selling, mining, and skinning. You should keep the copper if you need it, cause like I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna sell it. To be fair, I'll give you a minute to like take the copper back if you want it. Yeah, because I'm not gonna craft. Yeah. There you go. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And those were a little bit higher level, right? Yeah, 7 and 7. So soon. Tom, greetings from Skull Rock Horde. How is Skull Rock these days? I see it's sad that it has a low population. I feel like what they could do for hardcore is they could merge the servers. Like, merging the servers for hardcore at this point would probably be an okay idea. I'm still in a group. I need to not be in a group. Sorry. Not being in a group is going to be better. Because then I get kill XP. Which I want desperately. I need the kill XP, and I need all these boars. I call dibs on all the boars. Someone's not looting. Not looted. It is impolite to not loot, you know. There are plenty of skinners out there who would love to skin the thing you leave behind. Yeah, we're gonna be mining. We need to get our macro out for tag so that people know that when we tag something that they should avoid it. That's a good point. I have the macro made. Let's see. Where tag? There we go. There's tag. And what was the other one? There we go. There we go. Everything's working. And then what? You don't know about tag? There we go. When they take the node from in front of us, then we hit them with that. Eventually, no one will know the joke behind tag. You know what I mean? And they'll just, like, I think that people see it and they assume it's like a serious thing that I'm doing. Because eventually there will be no one left who knows the story of that day. The day that we learned about tag. And how you can call dibs on resources just by saying tag out loud in /say. The farms are dry today. Usually it's a wash of like bodies, just boar bodies stacked on top of each other, and usually you can just like run around and skin stuff. Now we're having a hard time like actually getting a tag. I should say tag more, and then like and then people will let me tag things. Like obviously I'm not getting tags because I'm not calling it ahead of time. Alright guys, my food is ready. And what better time than lunchtime to just blow your Hearthstone, return to the Cozy Inn, put yourself in front of the fire, and go AFK for a little bit. And so that is what I am going to do now. I'm going to give myself like 15 minutes. I'm going to be back around 1:30 my time. For lunch, I would advise you guys get up, stretch your legs, hydrate, eat. And then, you know, if you want to come back, come on back. I'd love to see you. If you gotta go, then I appreciate you being here so far today. Thank you for hanging out. There we go. I will pin this to the chat where nobody will ever see it again. If I can. If the little heart icon wasn't in my way, I could pin it to chat. We will park right over here. And we will listen to some Cozy Inn music for a little while. And I will see you guys on the flip side. And we're back. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let's head right back down. Well, we can turn in this one. That actually works out.
How are you?
Maybe we could even go do the Murlocs now.
Have a good one.
That way, when we head back down there, we can wrap up the chain.
See you later. Safe travels.
We are level 6. Yeah, I think we can do the Murlocs.
Greetings. Light bless you.
I guess I could have considered that, like, my weapon skill is probably not maxed out with this. Could have considered that. Oh, we're jumped from all sides. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, okay. Let's do this. Oh, we can't attack while we're invulnerable. Oh gosh. Okay, well that didn't help us immensely. We don't have a potion. Are we gonna die? No. No, we're not gonna die. Now we don't have any food, so we're kind of screwed here for a second. I guess maybe I could keep some food and water on me, just in case of situations like this. Like, by all rights, we probably should have died. Jedok, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Did they break the drop rate? I did this on my hardcore character the other day, and it dropped like 100% of the time. Maybe I just got really lucky. I am digging the momentum. It's not endless. Like, eventually I feel like we would probably have to drink unless we like tried to be more mana efficient purposefully. But it feels good. It feels like much better momentum than like the classic Pally would have originally had, unless you do what I do and you just auto attack. you know. Yeah, Daniel, you finally reached 25. Ashenvale event sucks. You don't get invited to BFD groups. Well, yeah. I mean, that's why you gotta be in the guild. Like, do the guild stuff. I'm assuming like pugging BFD is probably pretty tough. I hear they put like a gear score add-on into Classic era. So I heard some people are actually like using gear score, like to determine whether or not you can do BFD. Like I don't know if that's valid or real, but I saw that somewhere. They started to track gear score for Classic for level 25. Oh, we are done here. Yeah, I mean, gear score is stupid. Yeah, like just in general, it just is. It shouldn't be a necessary metric. And in some games, like, you know, Final Fantasy, really, like, there was never an add-on like that. I guess it's just like they build it in, right? Like, but with WoW, it's like we went from having no gear score, like there was no gear score, it wasn't a thing. You didn't know. You equipped gear, you tried to get the best gear you could get, and then you got invited to groups. And then one day we had gear score. And then, like, you know, if you don't have gear score or you don't have the right gear score, now you don't get groups. It's yeah, it's just a fact of life now. Yeah. It's really tough, especially as like a person who plays mostly solo. Like in my history of WoW, I have mainly been a solo player, aside from like my days raid logging, like. So I get it.
Hello. See you around. Safe travels. Have a good one. Hey there. Good day to you. What can I do for you? See you later.
Yeah, or if you're not the meta class. Yeah, absolutely. Like, you have to be in a good... When I said be in a guild, man, I meant be in a good guild of, like, people that you're gonna play with. Yeah, like, don't be sitting in some guild, like, on their bench. Like, there's no point in that. Like, somewhere out there, there's a raid team that, like, could use you and would be willing to, like, help you get some gear. Like, you know, if you were in my guild, you can come to the raid. Like, there's a guild like that out there. Like, the worst thing to do is to sit in a guild that is not ever going to help you, like, achieve your goals. Because, like, part of the point of a guild is to be online with people in the game who you can say, like, hey, I need to go run SFK to see if I can get my X, Y, or Z to drop. And then someone in your guild says, yeah, I'd love to help you do that. Let's put a group together. Like, that's the ideal kind of guild to be in. And if you're not in that kind of guild, if you're just in a guild that, like, knows that you're not geared up and they're not really willing to help you, then, like, that's not a good guild to be in. You might as well be just a complete solo player, because then, you know, you might find a pug, like... Especially in, like, seasonal content that's relatively new. Like, if you're in a guild and you can't go out and do, like, whatever dungeon you need to do to get some pre-raid stuff, then you're just in the wrong guild. I get really into the music when that comes on. I just run through the fair. I don't even think about getting the buff anymore. I just run through the fair to get the music going, and then, like, I get really sucked into it.
Good day to you. Safe travels.
I'm gonna have to see, like, what... It's stupid, but now that there's gear score, now I have to find out what my priest gear score is. Like, that's the worst thing about gear score. Is, like, at least to satiate my own curiosity, like, my own morbid I know it's gonna be really low. But to, like, to satisfy my curiosity, like, now I have to find out. Like, now I can't not find out. It's terrifying. It's really bad. But yeah, now that I know about it, I'm gonna find out. I might find out right here on this stream, so I can, like, weep at how much gear I'm supposed to have before, like, the masses say that I can go into BFD.
You need something?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this, like,
Have
right
a good
now.
one.
You guys are gonna have to forgive me. Forgive me my indulgences here, but yeah, I have to know. I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking about it until I do. Okay, we're doing this. Alright, we're looking for a classic add-on. We need to browse for more add-ons. And we're looking for some kind of gear score. Is it just called gear score? Is it... Oh, it's taco tip. Same as it is for Wrath, right? Oh god, don't do that. There we go. Okay. I will do what I want, Amy, and you can't stop me this time. But you probably could. Okay, we did that. We have to reload. And I'm gonna log out of this character, and then we'll go on. Well, I'm gonna jump on the priest. And I have to find out, like, how much gear am I missing before the masses say that I can heal BFD this Saturday. It's kind of an important thing to know. It might determine on whether or not I have a Friday stream, because if I have to do some runs of, like, SFK to, like, what, cross my fingers for a robe that might never drop, then, like, maybe I have to do that. We need to change realms. Like, she has a couple of blues. She has Cookie's wand, and the chess piece from Dead Mines, and the staff from the Westfall quest. Like, she's got a couple of blues, okay? She doesn't have a helmet. She doesn't have a neck piece. I need to fill those slots with something, right? I need to get a number to populate. So she's got, like, pretty bad gear. Like, I got a couple of pieces that are good. And that's about it. Yeah, around the world, that's how I feel. Like, I feel like I might never get the robes of Aragorn, and I have this, which is not great, but it's 11 spirit, so... What are you gonna do? Okay, is this thing active, or do I have to... Okay, let's reload. Oh, here we are. I didn't see it. Gear score 166. Oh, shoot. Okay. 166. That's not really what you want to see there, I don't think. Not really what you want to see. I wonder... Alex says, I'm at 299 on my Pally. Yeah, your Pally's run BFD a couple times, though. Will I be healing the raid on Saturday? That's the real question. Fuck, I don't know. Maybe not successfully with a 166 gear score. I bet I could do more damage than I did on the warrior, though. I bet already I could out damage the warrior. You know, I probably keep doing what I'm doing. I don't know. I'd probably have to respec. Okay. I have some gold in the mailbox, and then I need to see if I can just if I put any item in these slots, it's gonna increase that number dramatically. I think, maybe, possibly. So maybe if I can just find anything. It's hard to get anything decent for those slots. Yeah, I feel like did we look and there just wasn't anything? Is that what happened, or was it just like it was way too expensive? Like, there's not going to be any stats on the helmets, right? How in the hell? Okay, whatever. So we can't. We're so close. Like we can't equip it. What's the point? Why? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why? 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 That's my question, and you should give me an answer because I don't know. I don't know the answer. So yeah, a white item is not going to give me any gear score, right? Like if I get this hood, like this is not going to give me any gear score, is it? It doesn't have any stats on it. I mean, I could equip it, but like, what's it gonna do for me realistically? It's gonna give me some armor, and that's it. So basically nothing. And then neck piece. Shit. What? Whoa! Oh come on! 1,000? It's over. It's over 9,000. Why? Why this? Why this? What's happening? How many bots are there exactly? How many bots? A billion bots selling billions of gold a day. Oh my god. Oh my dear god. So like what? So like I just don't get to have a neck piece. If I had 50 gold, I could have a neck piece. I can't handle this. Okay. Wow, I'm just like I'm flabbergasted. What gear score do we think the warrior? So this character's F. This character will not be raiding ever probably. They're benched permanently. Let's log out and never log back in. The warrior, let's see the gear score on the warrior. So 166 compared to okay. Yeah, I'm gonna come to the raid as DPS on the priest. And I need to probably get a couple different runes. So I don't think I can heal. I don't think I can heal the raid with 166. But if I've already been DPSing with 147, I know I can top my warrior's damage on the priest. So I think for 1 week I'm gonna have to go as DPS. And then question mark, all the loot gets funneled to me, and I have big profits. Big profits. It's gonna be what happens. So maybe Friday though, maybe I will stream Friday. We can just try to get a couple pieces of gear on the priest, and I can collect the runes that I need in case I do DPS. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do I just go shadow? I bet I could out DPS the warrior in my current spec. I bet if I change nothing about my spec or my runes, I bet I could out DPS the warrior. If I were to refer to like the logs. My details is up. I did details hide, it did not care. Nope. Time for a reload. Yeah, Robert, we looked at the roadmap earlier this morning, and yeah, it's quite dense. I was talking about how dense it was with releases kind of like coming back to back to back to back to back, so that you're always kind of like jumping between things. Yeah. It's a very dense roadmap. Especially if you include retail. Like, if you're just looking at classic, it's already dense. If you include retail in that, then it's like super dense as far as like content cadence and like how many things you're going to have to jump back and forth to. Will I be playing War Within? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll level up through the campaign in War Within. I will always try a new WoW expansion. You know, always. I will always at least do the initial campaign. You know, like Shadowlands and eventually like Dragonflight. I might not continue to do the patch content because sometimes it hasn't been very good. But I will always do like the core campaign to max level in any expansion, just to give it a chance to see if anything about it like grabs a hold of me, you know. And oftentimes I'll come back for the first major patch. Although now I've learned they put out so much content that you have to come back for like the very first patches. Like, you can't wait till the 0.1 patch. You have to come back for the 0.05 and the 0.07 because they're putting content there too. Which was like the mistake I made with Dragonflight. Is I came back in 10.1, but they had already put like new content into the game in the mini patches, and I was not used to that, you know. So like I can't try to come back in 10.1, and I was already behind. I already hadn't done a bunch of story stuff, and then they offered me a skip, and then like an idiot, I took the skip. It was a shit show. Now I know they put out content like at the minor patches too, so like in a new expansion, I'll be able to come back like on time and not like I immediately felt left behind, and I felt like I could never catch up. Like it just felt bad, you know. There were new systems, there was a new currency. Like now I understand a little bit more about their content cadence for retail, and like for the next expansion, if it grabs a hold of me in any way, I'll be able to more easily come back to it. Do I want 4 8-slot bags? I mean, I would not say no to 4 8-slot bags if you wanted to like mail some to me. Yeah, like I'm not gonna tell you no. I'm not gonna lie to your face and tell you that I don't want that much inventory space, you know. Yeah, it's gonna be the year of content bloat. If you're trying to play all versions of WoW, it's gonna be a lot. I think at this point they expect that people like kind of break off into the versions they like. But I like to play all versions of WoW, so like for someone like me, it's gonna be a lot of content. I'm gonna have to keep the roadmap up. Like when they have the actual dates, I'm gonna have to have a roadmap of like what I need to play and when. Because if I don't do that, like I'm gonna miss out. And I have, as we know, we have a great fear of missing out. So on the wall in front of me is gonna have to be like, as the dates come in, I need a really big whiteboard now finally in front of me, so that I can have my timeline drawn out. Because otherwise, like I don't know how I'm gonna track all of it. Now we can track our character's gear score. So right now my gear score is 4. So we have work to do. Joseph, you heard Dragonflight will be the new leveling expansion instead of BFA? Well, yeah, sure. Like, that's fine. But people will just pick whatever time walking they want anyway, you know. And then you'll be forced into the current content for the last 10 levels. Like, I guess you mean like maybe it'll be the default like new player experience if someone has like a brand new account, they'd be funneled into that. Because otherwise you have a ton of ways to level up a character. And yeah, it makes sense for them to put like the newest stuff like up front, you know. The newest stuff in retail is going to be like more pertinent to the story. It's going to be more pertinent to everything. So like they didn't put Shadowlands up front because Shadowlands was really bad. And so like the only reason like BFA stayed at the front of the new player experience was because Shadowlands was like confusing and awful. And they just didn't want a new player to ever see it basically, but especially to not like start in it. But besides that, they always kind of indicated that like the newest stuff would be what a brand new player would be pushed into, which makes sense, you know. Like, is Dragonflight like the best WoW content for a new player? Like, I don't know. I guess it is. If it sets the tone for what comes after, then yes. Even if I don't like what comes after, you know, if Dragonflight sets the tone for what comes after, then it makes sense to have people play that. And then, you know, once the expansion after War Within, they'll funnel new people into War Within. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I would bet that like that would be where they would leave people, you know, for that trilogy. Is you funnel people into War Within until all 3 expansions are out. You funnel new people right into War Within. Nice, nice. I got lucky on that one. No one else around. There haven't been like a lot of people. Where are the people? The people are in a different layer. It turns out they're here. They're just not where we can see them. Because who wants to see people? Are people still playing hardcore right now? I mean, I played hardcore this morning. And while I was playing hardcore, I witnessed several other people playing hardcore. When I did a /who, there were 48 people in the zone with me. And like 48 people in the zone with me, like on a morning, on like a Wednesday morning. It's not bad. Yeah, people are still playing hardcore. Absolutely. Taffy, I should equip the gear pieces? Yeah. I should. This shield has a little bit more armor. I wonder if I should use that. Ooh, hyperspawn. And again. Oh, Bagnon, you poor thing, what happened to you? You were working so well. Was there an update I didn't see? Back to the Curse Forge! Yeah, I have to see if there's an update for Bagnon. Okay. No, it doesn't look like it. I'm being attacked, that's fine. Okay. Maybe a reload will fix it. Yeah, maybe a reload will fix it. Maybe it'll be okay. It's fine, yeah, reload fixed it. I get worried about Bagnon because I basically can't play the game without Bagnon anymore. So like, when Bagnon starts acting up, I get really, really anxious. This is what add-ons will do to you kids. Add-ons can alter your mind. They can completely change your mind state and make you unstable. Don't use add-ons. We're done here. Completely done. And we have been for X amount of time. Is there a vendor over here? Yes, we are going to visit the vendor as well. So it turns out, I didn't have the quest for Goldtooth. It turns out. Everyone's really surprised that I didn't get that turned in properly, I know. I'm shocked also. It looks like we're going back in. You know what else is weird? That I just realized, we haven't gotten a single waylaid chest. We haven't gotten a single one to drop. And like previously for me, they were dropping like all the time on the other characters. So I don't know what's up with that, now that I think about it. Good so far. How's the leveling going today? It's going slowly. But I've been enjoying it. It's been a good time. Okay, now we're done. That guy just like teleported. I don't know where he came from. We have some skinning to do. Did I purify the adventure in Jangalode Mine? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I did not. I didn't do any of the purifying. Was I in the Jangalode Mine? Is that where I was? That's the Fargo Deep Mine. Jangalode Mine is this way. Yeah, and I haven't trained Purify yet. That's true too. Yeah, I don't even have the ability. At level 8? Is it level 8? Yeah, the spider one's out here. We're gonna get a quest to go out that way eventually. And I'll go get it before I go to the Dwarven Lands to level up there. I will do that first. I think we have to be level 8 though.
Good day to you. Safe travels. See you around.
There we go. That's level 8. Now we can go train. And we'll also get the quest to go investigate the mine. The Tremor Totem one sounds more boring, so it's probably the Tremor Totem one. Maybe I'll get my attack buff.
Hey there. Have a good one. Safe travels.
Let's see. Which one of these guys is it?
Yo! Have a good
I
one.
don't have tickets.
Be good.
Here we go. It's gotta be the guy with everyone around him. There we go. I finally got it.
What are you looking for? Be careful.
You need something? See you around. See you later. See you around.
Need help? Light bless you. Go with honor, friend. Be careful for the Alliance.
What can I do for you? Have a good one. Safe travels.
All right, let's go get that rune. And then I think at that point we would probably be in a good spot to go over to Dunmorrow. Like through Stormwind, we'll do the stuff we have in Stormwind. And then we head over to the Dwarven Lands. And then we quest there until like level 10. And then at level 10 or 11 we have to head over to Teldrassil. Because now that I've discovered that I can do that and stay like way ahead of the leveling curve, it just feels bad not to do that. Ivo, yes, this is a new character in Season of Discovery. Yep. We capped a warrior, we capped a priest, and this is a paladin. There's a rune in the Stormwind Park bar. Oh. Okay. Oh, I didn't train. Yeah, Robert, good point. Training would be good before I run all the way out here. Yeah, we're gonna need the purifiability. You caught me in time, man. You saved me about 5 minutes. I appreciate it. I'm not ready for it. Oh, I'm ready. I've never been more ready in my life. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. I might hit 9 on the way out there. We're gonna fight stuff on the way, so we'll see. Our trainer is not over here. Our trainer is across the street.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend.
The Purify one is scary depending on if the rare is up. Oh, I hope it's up. Yeah. I hope it gets really, really scary. Maybe it'll even kill me. If we do get the life crushed out of us, we'll just grind to level 9. We'll try again. If that happens. I do remember like there being lots and lots of spiders in the cave that respawn really, really quickly. So that could be a problem. Sarah, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Oh, this rare spawn? This one right here? Not even a green. Very, very rude. The bubble was a misclick. Yeah, I misclicked my bubble. It happened. Aha! The elusive waylaid supplies. 20 spiced wolf meat. Okay, I could probably make that eventually, I suppose. Nice. Okay, so this increases your block value by 30%, and damaging melee and ranged attacks against you have 10% chance to increase your chance to block by 30%, which lasts 10 seconds or 5 blocks. Okay. That seems just passively like really good for us. And we're gonna be sword and boarding like as we level up, so we're always gonna be blocking. That's perfect. Robert, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I'm assuming like when the proc goes off that we'll see it. Yeah, there it is. Very cool. I like it. Yeah, I like that it has a visual effect too that I can identify and I can hear it right away. It's not like a silent proc that's going off. There's actually like an effect to it. That's a really nice touch. Daniel, I feel the same way every time I do a PvP battleground. Like, I never know what I'm doing. I try not to feed too much. But I still probably feed more than I should. I haven't done any PvP at all in the season yet. Not even a little bit. And of course, like, at first we weren't getting any, and now we're getting a ton of them, so... 10 heavy linen bandages. Or we keep the spiced wolf meat. I wonder which one I'm going to be able to do sooner. We have a very little bit of linen. I think I'm going to hold on to what I have. Colonel Boomer, welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, I think now we probably head to Stormwind, and then we head over to Dunmorrow. And then we wait on everything else here till later. And I could probably just hearth out of here as soon as I'm not in combat. I am just gonna kill you, because you're very, very annoying. Okay, and you too, yep. Oh god, I already have this one. Now it's dropping duplicates for ones I already have. Okay, enough of that.
Good night.
help you? Be careful.
Hey there. See you around.
Oh, this is charred wolf meat. This is spiced wolf meat. So this is a higher level recipe than anything we could make right now. So my choice is like, I turn it in empty. I probably just turn it in empty when I hit Stormwind. I have a little bit of money. We could look on the auction house. Johnny, that's terrible, man. You got a parking ticket at Costco on the day that your computer melted. Did you get a new computer at least? Did you get a new computer, or is one on the way? Because, you know, we have a raid on Saturday.
Well met.
I'm sure if they knew what had happened to you this morning, they wouldn't have wrote you a parking ticket.
Light bless you. Be careful.
You do have one on the way, but it won't be ready for Saturday. Alright. Alright, well at least you have one on the way. That's good news. Something to look forward to. It's not looking good. Yeah, a stack of 20, yeah, for 60. No. No. That's for people who have money. That's not us. And like holding on to it's kind of pointless.
Need help?
So
Farewell. Be careful.
let's just turn it in and we'll get what we get. Let's go ahead and track the reputation. Yeah, we got like basically nothing for that, but it's fine. Yeah, exactly. Right. If we ever get it again, by then we'll probably have cooking, but we're just not there yet. It'll drop 17 more times for us. It's okay. On the way to Stormwind, we saw like 2 of them drop, so chances are we'll see it again.
Good day to you. Have a good one. See you later.
Alright, is there anything else we want to do in Stormwind? Yes, I want to learn one-handed swords. And then we can head over to Dunmorrow.
What can I do for you?
I should go ahead, I'll just train two-handed as well. I plan to always be using a shield on this playthrough. But we'll keep the weapons trained anyway. While I'm here, I need to pick up mining. If I'm ever gonna mine, I need to pick it up now. I probably should have made the trip earlier, specifically to do this.
Here there.
And David, good afternoon, man. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it.
Off with you.
What is this quest? Oh, somebody mentioned that there's a rune here also in the park. The same one that a warrior got the rune. Let's go do that before we leave. Yeah, that would be. I don't know what it is, but let's go see. It's a rebuke. Oh, okay. Well, that's really useful. It's an interrupt. So I'll have 2 interrupts. Yeah, you can never have enough interrupts. That's awesome. David, I'm glad you've been enjoying it, man. I've been really loving it. I realize like how little of the quest like I actually have absorbed over the years, even though I've like read most of them many times. I've absorbed like very little of it. It's nice to have something read it to me. Is this the place? I think this is the place. We came here on the warrior after I looked that rune up. So we talked to her. How is business? Sounds like you need someone to bounce him for you. Okay.
Safe travels.
He does hit like a truck. We'll be able to heal ourselves up. But yeah, he's a little bit tanky. That being said, we might have to go with like Crusader Strike and auto attack here because I'm not going to have the mana to heal myself otherwise. I really can't afford to be spamming Judge. We got him, but he was tough though, yeah. I think somebody said that I couldn't kill him, but he was tough. And so that's done. Did he give me something? He did. No, he didn't. Oh, I have to go back and talk to her? Is that what I have to do?
Hello.
There we go. Okay, she gives it to me. And this one goes on our legs. Okay, that's awesome. So now we have one for each at least. How's the Paladin so far? I'm liking it, yeah. It's nice. It feels really good to have Crusader Strike, because not only is it like another button to push, it regens mana. So like you don't have to drink between pulls. Which is critical to me. It has a really good momentum to it. It has momentum with being able to do more than just auto attack. Oh, they already put it out for us. I don't want it there. Well, you know, that's okay. Let's put it down here. There we go.
See you later.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like the Wrath Pally either. It still feels like the classic Paladin, but it has Crusader Strike and like some other bells and whistles. Like having the short temporary seals and the short Blessing of Might really keeps it from ever feeling like the Wrath of the Lich King Pally, I think. Dustin, how does the Pally feel compared to the Warrior? It feels a lot better than the Warrior. Yeah, like so far, like we're not very high level yet, but like I can safely say like it already feels better. Like it feels more fun to push the button than the Warrior really ever felt. Like the Warrior just never felt that great. It never felt like very fun to play. Like the rating on the Warrior was really boring. Like you're basically doing a 2-button rotation. And then like when a water elemental is immune to bleeding, then you're doing a 1-button rotation, and yeah, it already feels better. So, I understand why we have 8 paladins in the guild. Oh yeah, in regular Classic, the Paladin was confined basically to like being a decent healer. Like that was it. You had your blessings that were awesome, you had your aura, and you were a healer. Or you probably weren't in the raid because they didn't really want you for anything else. And then like while you're leveling up in a regular Classic era on a Paladin, like you are like D tier DPS. You're like basically the worst DPS in the game. So like although you're kind of tanky, like killing things is really slow going. Especially once you get into like level 40s and 50s. Are we gonna make that train? I don't know. It's gonna be really close. We made it. And it was really close. Pali's the lowest ranked healer in SOD. Yeah, that makes sense. It was like what I was talking about earlier, how like they didn't do great things for all the specs. They did some really interesting things for some of the specs, but then like other specs kind of got left behind. Like, where's all the cool shit for Pali healers? Well, they kind of assume that like maybe people don't want to be Pali healers. Maybe they want to be a better DPS. Because that's very different than an original Classic. Yeah, so it's like they flipped the script, you know. I would love Pali healers to get some more tools. Like, what about like the cone AOE? Did they give them the cone AOE? I know they gave them like their beacon. They got beacon, so beacon's pretty powerful. But I feel like they also need some AOE heals. Like they need the cone of healing, whatever it's called. And then they'd probably be better if they had just more AoE healing. Yeah, beacon's pretty much the only one, yeah. And that's why, like, I think in future level bands, when they introduce new runes, they will focus on the specs that they left behind. So you'll see something new for Holy Palis to switch up the meta in the coming phase. Like, whatever the meta is at the end of Phase 1, however it solidifies, they will shake up the meta for Phase 2, and Phase 3, and Phase 4. Like, they're gonna shake up the meta. And they'll do it by introducing, like, awesome new runes for specs that got left behind in the first phase. So, that's what I think they're gonna do. I'll try to remember to grab the flight point here, so that we have it. John, good afternoon to you as well. It's been a good day. Thanks for asking. What macros am I using? I'm not using really any macros right now. Oh, I do have one cool macro. And this macro is how we tag any mining node that we see. We tag it so that other players can't tag it. We do this. That's my macro. It's a text macro. And then if they tag it anyway, if they don't leave it for me, because obviously when you call tag on something, that means it's yours. So when they ignore that, I can hit them with this one. So those are the two macros that I'm rolling with. Both of them happen to be text macros. And yeah, also reference something that happened to us once. So it's kind of like an inside joke for those that were there and understand tag. Speaking of mining, it would help if we were tracking minerals. Would be a really good idea. So that one day we can hit somebody with that.
My, you're a tall one.
Yeah, we're gonna do all the starting zones. At like level 10 or 11, we're gonna head over to Teldrassil, and we'll do all the stuff out of the Dalinar hub. Yep, and eventually we'll jump back. You know, we'll let things go green. Like everything else will go green, and we'll start circling back to get the green quest. And then at that point, like that's what we did on the priest. And the priest, like I have so many quests that I did not need to do on the priest, compared to my warrior who like started to run out of quests. So we're definitely gonna zone hop into the Night Elf lands like soonish. Like we'll get to like level 11 here, and then we'll hop over.
Well met.
What can I do for you?
I do have a mining pick. Yeah, I bought it when I bought the skinning knife, because I knew I would forget. So I bought them at the same time. Even long before I had the ability to mine, I had a mining pick. So yeah. So yeah, this is our next place of questing. We're going to do everything here. We're going to get to level 11. We're going to go to Teldrassil, but that is going to be next time, guys. I am going to stop here for today. I'm going to park it at the Cozy Inn and soak up some rested XP. I think on Friday, like, I may do some stuff on the priest. Like, maybe if some of you guys want to do SFK, we could do SFK. I can look for a pug for SFK, and maybe I'll get the priest a little bit of gear on Friday for the Saturday raid, which I may have to DPS the Saturday raid, so we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. It was a good time today. I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I hope to see you again on Saturday for the raid. Until then, take care of yourselves out there, and take care of each other, and we'll see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.